consistency comes achievement. Could you believe it? Well, I believe it. I believe it. Coming up on Real Talk.
Because do you see what the side effect is?
Yeah, to ignore me, it's like, what? That's a punishment itself.
Exactly.
That's a punishment itself. And then with kids being, they don't
understand.
really understand.
No.
That's what we're supposed to do.
And that will shut you down as you get older. A lot of times adults can't verbalize what they feel. They can't verbalize because they were shot down, they was ignored, which made them feel like if they said something, they can't say it because you gonna ignore me, you ain't gonna like me no more because I done did. That's just awful.
Yeah.
That's just awful.
Yeah, I agree. So with
now you mad because why you mad?
Because of your thoughts and what you think.
Because of what I'm thinking. Our whole thing is that nobody causes us to be mad but ourselves. What we're thinking is causing us to act the way we act. The way you think is the way you act. And what you feeling is going to determine what you need. So anger,
A natural emotion.
it's a natural emotion that we all have. And it's a good emotion. It's just the way that we deal with it or the way we try to handle this anger by whether thinking that somebody else done caused us to have this anger.
You made me mad.
Yeah, you made me mad. And then too, a lot of times we, the culture.
On the last episode of Real Talk.
He lost his job.
And he don't have it anymore.
And you got to go back to that old you had to do it. Would you feel differently about him?
I don't think so, because I've been doing it all.
So would it be different? But you hated it though.
No, actually, I didn't hate it. It just I didn't have another option. I had just that. That's been me ever since I've been 18. I only had that. So if I were to go back to it, it wouldn't be the case of actually hating it. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be the case of actually hating it. And even though, don't get me wrong, I said I love to stay at home with my kids or whatever the case may be. But if I had to go out, I wouldn't feel any different.
Yeah.
If I had to stay at home or if I had to go to work, to me personally, because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't, me personally,
it wouldn't make you feel any different
no,
about
it wouldn't
your
make, no.
Well, that's good.
No.
That's excellent because me personally, it makes me feel differently about our man because we got to get out here now and switch the role. We got to get out here and be the victim, do all this stuff that he was supposed to do, and then he's sitting here picking his feet when he should be doing something. So it's gonna really make me disrespect you because you sitting here cutting your toenail. I don't care because I got babies or not. I want to work.
Okay.
What you got to say about that?
I say that it's nothing wrong with working at home, to avoid all the madness that could come in between you and your family and your relationship. You can work at home. You can consult at home. You could do childcare at home. You can do a number of jobs at home to find that balance.
25.8 million children and adults in the United
That's
States
8.3% of the population.
have diabetes,
Here's a list of diabetes complications:
heart disease and stroke,
high blood pressure,
blindness,
kidney disease,
nervous system disease.
amputation.
What are you going to do?
Follow your doctor's instructions.
Wear your medical ID basic.
Recognize
Symptoms.
Watch your diet. Have your eyes checked regularly.
Exercise.
You have the power to live a healthy life. It's all up to you.
With consistency comes achievement. Could you believe it?
Welcome to our show, Real Talk. I'm your host, Amina. I'd like to wish each and every one of you a Happy New Year. This is 2013, guys, and God has blessed you to be here. Stay prayed up and doing the best you can do with what you have. Always remember, when you know better, you do better. The views expressed here is strictly ours. Take what you like and leave the rest. Our panel is LaToya Carter, Amina is with her newborn baby. Congratulations on your baby girl. Hurry back, we miss you.
Soon. Fast.
Okay, our subject today is anger and ways to recognize it and diffuse it. We as human beings learn to manipulate our world as soon as we get in it. That's our goal, to manipulate to get what we want, to get our needs met.
Yes.
Knowing that that's how we come out, manipulating to get what we want, a lot of times we think that somebody else is causing us to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, this scenario here. This person goes somewhere that you didn't want them to go. Now you mad because why you mad?
Because of your thoughts and what you think.
Because of what I'm thinking. Our whole thing is that nobody causes us to be mad but ourselves.
That's right.
What we're thinking is causing us to act the way we act. The way you think is the way you act.
Yes.
And what you feeling is going to determine what you need.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So anger is
A natural emotion.
it's a natural emotion that we all have, and it's a good emotion. It's just the way that we deal with it or the way we try to handle this anger
Uh-huh.
by whether thinking that somebody else done caused us to have this anger.
You made me mad.
Yeah, you made me mad. And then too, a lot of times the culture causes us to think that somebody else can make us feel a certain way.
I agree.
The culture wants to make you think that I can make you feel something without hitting you.
Mm-hmm.
If I ain't hit you, how you feeling it?
You shouldn't be feeling nothing.
Because if you're feeling something,
That's all you.
it's you. I mean, it's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Because you're really not feeling it, you're thinking it.
Yes.
Okay? Like, for instance, you know, we go around and we say, you just hurt my feelings by your grades, baby.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
What we're teaching our kids.
That is it for us or is it for them? I'm just saying.
Okay?
Is it for us or is it for them?
You just hurt my feelings by your grades. And then another thing we say is, I'm so disappointed because you didn't bring me that slushie I wanted.
Disappointment, huh?
You know, I'm blaming you
Yes,
for something that I'm feeling. That's what we do. We go around, jump up in our head, play God, blame and judge.
Yes.
And then we angry now because we done jumped up here in our head,
Jump to conclusions, huh?
jumped up in our head, blaming you for the way that I'm feeling. Angry, just angry. Go ahead, girl, what you got to say?
I have a list of things not to do when someone is angry. For one, I'm sure a lot of us could relate to this. Don't get up in my face when I'm mad.
Girl, you know it.
Right?
Yes.
Stay up out of my face. Ain't no telling how I'm gonna act. You know, just give me my space.
Yes. When someone is angry, don't get in their face because you're going to ignite it. For me,
Yes.
don't get in my face. If you see the eye drop like what they say it do,
You better pay attention.
don't get in my face. Just let me have my feelings.
Yes.
But a lot of times our anxiety
Don't
would,
want us to do that. We want to stop you from going through what you're doing. you know, protect you in so many words. You know, you shouldn't be mad, especially parents. You know, they don't, a lot of times they don't like to see their kids angry. You know, they want to fix things. And the truth of the matter is that they going through their feelings and their emotions, and they have the right to have them. So let them go through them.
Yes. Bake
That's the best
down
thing to
anxiety.
do.
Yes. Calm your nerves.
Yes.
Anxiety, calm down. It's all right.
Yes. Man,
Basically, really.
anxiety will take over.
Yes.
2, don't react out of emotion.
Wow. That's
A lot of times we get mad. We get mad and we consequent the kids, and it's not even that serious. You know, the level of consequence that we may go to, whether it's punishment, taking things away from them. You know, it could be something small that they've done, but it doesn't match the punishment.
Yes, let the, how they say it,
The
let the
consequence.
crime, let the
I know what
time
you're
meet
saying,
the
though.
crime.
I know what you're saying, but yeah, it's like, let the consequences, you know, match the crime, you know, or the behavior.
The behavior, whatever it was.
Yeah.
If it was, I spilled some milk on the floor.
Yeah.
Everybody has an accident. What's your problem?
Yeah.
Your anxiety done told you I shouldn't have never did it. Please get real, baby. This is a real world. Didn't you spill milk when you was
Gang
little?
of
Or did your
times,
mama slap the mess out you when you spilled the milk? Oh.
Maybe that's why you reacted and responded the way you reacted. So a lot of things is deeply rooted. We have to go back. Don't jump to conclusions, number 3. You know, don't just say, oh, this is what it is, and not get them the opportunity to share what they, you know,
What happened?
what really happened or what they're really going through. You just instantly jump to conclusions. That'll lead you in the wrong direction.
Every time.
Yeah, right?
Every time. Yes, let me explain. Don't let me be too scared now. I'm
Yes.
scared where I can't verbalize what I need to verbalize to you
Yes.
because I'm scared. But give me a chance to explain to you what happened so you won't jump the gun, and maybe the punishment won't be if you
harsh.
if you realize what it really was. It wasn't really that much.
Yes, seriously. Am I on number 4?
Yeah.
Don't try to reason with them. Just let them be. Let them go through their emotions and figure it out. What, you know, when they're ready to talk and communicate, whatever was going on with them, just give them that time, give them that space. Because we know we need space too, you know, to gather our thoughts and get control of ourselves.
Exactly. And try to reason with me when I'm having my
In that
feelings.
state of mind, there's no reason
It's no reason.
at all,
No, emotions outweighs all logic.
right?
Yes.
And that's deep right there.
That's deep. Feel that, baby. Remember that.
Number 5, don't give consequences when you're angry.
Yes, because you're going to overdo.
Yes.
They say, wait, calm down, and then do what you need to do.
Yeah. Or how they say it, ignore the behavior, not the child.
Yes. But girl,
Because you're too,
too in it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you too
You're
upset.
worked up.
You're
and
too worked up.
The best thing to do is ignore it.
Yeah.
At that moment,
At
you
that
know,
moment.
take a few hours. I don't know, something you might need days.
Some of us might need days.
I don't know, but, you know, take a moment, reevaluate things, you know, and like we said before, make sure the consequences match,
Match the crime.
the crime or whatever.
The behavior,
Yeah.
yes. You know that thing about to ignore the behavior and not the child. I believe a lot of us that don't know anything about that type of thing, what we do is we ignore that person. Because then when that person is being ignored, that you punishing me by not saying nothing to me. So you ignoring me. You see what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying, but see, that brings me to number 6, which says talk to them afterwards.
Yes.
You know, so like I said, we're just ignoring the behavior because we know that we're a little bit elevated, you know, maybe too much elevation has been came to where we can't work out the problem, you know, the
Exactly.
issue at hand.
Right.
You know?
But a lot of us, we're supposed to be ignoring the behavior. But what we're doing, we're ignoring that child because we don't go back and talk to that child.
Yes, that
That's what the
happens.
problem is.
That happens.
That happens. That
Quite
has
often.
happened.
Quite often. Yes.
That has happened with people that's trying to raise their children.
Yes. Yes.
They've been ignored. And yes, they've been, yes.
Yeah.
It tells, I mean, you're ignoring my behavior, you call yourself, because you don't know.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody gave you no book on
Exactly.
how to be nothing, how to do nothing.
Yes.
So you know you don't want to do nothing to me.
Yes.
So you trying to
So
ignore the behavior.
exactly.
But
So
really you ignoring me.
Exactly, I hear you, and that does happen. So I think at that moment in time, I'm not going to deal with this right now. What should be said to the child or your partner, your spouse, whatever. Look here, I'm a little bit too upset, too bothered to deal with you right now. You know, but we will discuss this later.
Girl,
you know,
that's
whether
real
it's
good.
later on tonight or just later. I'm gonna put later in your mind so you can, you know, be thinking about, oh man, I still have that lecture coming from mom or dad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Whatever.
So yeah, we have to let them know that we will talk afterwards to deal with whatever the issue is.
Because do you see what the side effect is?
Yeah, to ignore me, it's like what? That's a punishment itself.
Exactly.
That's a punishment itself. And then with kids being, you know, they don't
understand.
really understand.
No.
That's what we're supposed to do.
And that will shut you down as you get older. A lot of times adults can't verbalize what they feel.
Yes.
They can't verbalize because they were shot down, they was ignored, which made them feel like if they said something, they can't say it because you're gonna ignore me, you ain't gonna like me no more because I done did, you know,
Yeah.
that's just awful.
Yeah.
That's just awful.
Yeah, I agree. So with the steps of 1 through 6, hopefully we'll know what not to do.
Not to do.
You know, just if we have to put ourselves in a position, you know, say, you know, put myself in their footsteps or whatever, to look at the situation and say, hey, I wouldn't want anybody in my face if I was angry. Hey, I would want some time to gather my thoughts, you know, to get myself so that I would come correct.
Yes.
I wouldn't be disrespectful or hurtful in expressing my feelings, hopefully not.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but when you're dealing with you, a lot of times that's not a thought.
Yeah, and a lot of times the youth, you know, these different levels, I think we talked about this before, they're going to push your buttons because that's their job. That's
what
how
they
they
do.
learn and that's how they grow.
Yeah.
They want to see how far they can go.
Yeah, like you said, you got a granddaughter that want to debate all the time. That's
Yeah.
what teenagers do.
That's what they do,
They
girl.
think everything is up for debate. No, final.
No, you know, that's that I want to find out how I can work you.
Yes, and
You know,
that
that's
lies
just
in all
natural.
of us, huh?
It's natural.
Yeah.
It's natural. It's all right, though. I love you.
Huh, right?
I'm not going to ignore you.
Yes.
You ignore you.
Yes.
Maybe I might ignore that behavior.
Yes.
But basically, me, I'm probably going to run my mouth.
Yeah, and I'm going to let you know, look at here, this is what it is, you know.
So basically, was there a 7th step? It was just 6 of them?
The last one was to, you know, work out whatever the issue was, to communicate.
Yeah, just communicate.
Because they're angry or whatever, they need to learn how to communicate that.
Exactly.
Express their emotions, their feelings, you know. And
Be allowed to. And not for our anxiety to get in there and try to
take over.
stop them from having their feelings. You know, everybody needs to have their feelings. When you come home with your baby from the hospital,
Yes.
Mina, and you done,
Bundle of joy.
yes, and you done fed the girl, you done made sure she's dry, and the little girl over there just hollering, that's all right, baby.
So
Her
basically,
lungs need to get some air.
So basically, we go through the checklist of the needs that need to be met with the baby and or infant. And once those needs are met, you know, they're going to cry a little bit.
Exactly. And our anxiety, shut it down. Go get you a book. Go to the bathroom. Go take a walk. Go do
Meditate.
something
We gotta
and
learn how to meditate.
meditate. Go pray. Go say a prayer. It's probably prayer time. Just go pray.
Maybe that's what that cry means.
It's time for prayer.
Yeah, sensitive music, yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up. It's how we knock down.
25.8 million children and adults in the United
That's
States
8.3% of the population.
have diabetes,
Here's a list of diabetes complications:
heart disease and stroke,
high blood pressure,
blindness,
kidney disease,
nervous system disease.
amputation.
What are you going to do?
Follow your doctor's instructions.
Wear your medical ID basic.
Recognize
The symptoms.
Watch your diet. Have your eyes checked regularly.
Exercise.
You have the power to live a healthy life. It's all up to you.
African American males have the shortest survival rate of any racial and ethnic group in the U.S. for most cancers. Are you a father, brother, uncle, or cousin? Early detection improves the chances of cure, extended life.
If you're 15 years or older, be sure to get screened, because cancer doesn't discriminate. It's a test that can save your life.
With consistency comes achievement. Could you believe it? Well, I believe it. I believe it.
You know, everybody needs to have their feelings, and it's very important for us as parents, as say it's kind of like different with your mate,
Yes.
because but it shouldn't be.
But it's still the same difference, though, you know, whether it's your spouse getting upset and need to handle a situation with you or vice versa. It still should be allowed, you know what I mean? Take its course so that you're not putting more problems on top of more problems. Deal with it.
Yes, everybody should be allowed to have their feelings and recognize within yourself that who are you? I mean, not who are you, but who are you?
Yeah, to try
What
to
is it?
stop that.
What? Yes, no, not who are you to try to stop it, but who are you? What type of person are you? Are you an enabler? If you're an enabler, you want to fix everything. You don't want nobody
To go through it.
nothing to go
Yes.
through nothing.
Yes.
But how fair is that? And even like if you're my mate, let me go through my feelings that I'm having, and everything gonna be all right after I go through my feelings. But if you try to block me from going through my feelings, we gonna have a problem,
Yeah,
baby.
because first of all, my feelings should be validated.
Yes, because if you trying to stop them, you telling me I shouldn't have them.
Yes.
You know?
That's what-
You need to remember. Don't tell me I ain't supposed to have my feelings.
Because they coming.
They coming.
Yeah.
And everybody needs to have them, should be allowed to
Express
feel and feel, express, go through what they need to go through with. And if you're an enabler and your anxiety is so high that you can't take it, baby, recognize who you are.
Exactly. Know your triggers. Know when your anxiety levels are kicking in or through the roof, and you need a hobby or something. Something to do. You know, let them go through what they're going through. You know, a lot of times that irks us or irritates us, you know, to hear the crying of the baby or the, you know, the children bickering or whatever it is.
Girl, look, we
Crossword
playing
puzzle.
cards. We playing cards. You're talking about anger. We're talking about anger here. You know, did they make me angry? I'm sitting down here with my spades, girl. I just got a good hand. You hear me? And all this noise is going on back here in the living room, and I'm like, I can't.
Can't
look,
even think of how to play your
I can't
hand.
even think how to play my hand, and my partner over there ain't got too much of a hand.
So
And
you gotta
so,
work
girl,
everything,
look.
all that pressure on your shoulders, huh?
All the pressure on my shoulder and all this noise in here, and I'm just sitting here getting angrier and angrier and angrier until it just busts. Okay, why was I getting angry? Was it really because the noise had been going on all the time?
Just at that moment, maybe it was the pressure.
It was
it
the
was the
pressure of
pressure.
not having a good hand. So who caused me to get angry?
You did, and your thoughts and what you were thinking.
My doggone hand wasn't no good. So what I'm saying is the way you think It's what causes you to get angry. The kids was going off in the living room the whole doggone time we was playing cards. But when I got that bad hand at that moment, I'm pissed, baby. It's too much noise up in here. You hear
need
me?
to lower it down so I could concentrate and think about what I'm about to do.
Yes.
Understand.
So, you know, so really anger comes from us. It comes from the way we're thinking. When people are angry, you need to stay out their face. You don't need to get up in their face. It's not good because you're going to make it blow up, ignite.
Yes, yes. Fuel to the fire, excuse me. Speaking of that, what if some people don't like know, you know, when they're getting to that point, but they just know they're there. At that moment in time, they would probably need to know what their triggers are.
Yeah, they need to know what their triggers are. What is it? Could it be tone?
Yeah, it could be tone, it could be faces.
The way you're looking at me?
Yeah,
What you looking at me like that
And
for?
I'm sitting up here thinking that in my mind and just getting more hotter. So it all results back to
Thinking
what we're thinking.
at that moment.
We can't read minds, and some of us like to think we can read body language and faces, but at the end of the day, you can't read their mind.
You cannot read their mind.
But you can jump to conclusions.
Yeah, all right. In a heartbeat.
Which is what we do.
What we do all the time.
So, to diffuse some things.
We need to know what our triggers are.
Yeah.
And we need to know. The main thing to diffuse all of this is to remember that the way you think is the way you act.
Huh.
If you're thinking stanky, baby, you're gonna act stanky.
So if you're thinking happy flowers and beautiful colors and all of that,
you're gonna act.
Well, you know, I'll just smile it off. You're mad, okay? Get over it. You know, but there's no fight if I don't have nothing to, you know, keep you going or, you know, keep igniting your fire.
So now, for instance, all of us, we ain't dealing with everybody that knows. We're dealing with people that's not aware, that thinks that somebody can make them feel something. They think I can make them feel something. Ain't that, girl, I got power, don't I?
Over them.
Ooh, I got
over
power.
Over them.
I can make you feel what? Let me make
what
you
else
feel
can
this.
I make you do?
We are dealing with those type of people that think that somebody can make them feel something, so they want to blame me for being angry. So now, since we're dealing with that type of situation and those type of people, if we know that can't nobody make us feel nothing, we know this. They don't know this. They think that that somebody can make them feel something. So that's how they're going to be coming at us.
Exactly, aggressive.
Very aggressive. So now we can't take it personal.
And that's another way to diffuse it, huh? Not take personal what they say or how they're coming at you or those faces that you're seeing and all those other things. We can't take it personal.
Can't take it personal because I'm trying to push your button.
Yeah.
Remember, I came into this world to work you.
Yes.
And to get what I need by working you.
Yes.
That's not a good thing. Say, those are my words, but human beings come into this world to manipulate to get what they needs met.
Right?
Yeah. And my word is you came in here, baby, trying to work me, but that's all right. I see you.
Yeah.
And
but
I
don't
see
have
me.
to bite into what you're doing, you know, to get me elevated just as hot as you are. I could control myself because that's basically all I can control anyway, to control the situation. Because I can't control that person. They're going to do and say and act however they're going to act based on what their mind is telling them.
Exactly.
But mine is telling me, oh, okay, baby. You on one. You need your time and your space. Let me get up out of here. Because I'm not going to fight with you.
No. Too old to fight.
Yeah, but see, girl, I guess something that that has to be conquered.
Anger has
If
to be
not,
conquered.
it will conquer you.
Yes, it will.
And I know that very well.
Yes, it will. Anger will conquer us if we don't conquer it. And the way to conquer it is to know your triggers.
Yes. Know your triggers. Know your body.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
'cause your
No,
body tells you everything. It tells you, hey, this person is, you're getting under my skin. My adrenaline's pumping. My fists are clutched. Palms are sweaty. face tight, jaw tight, frowned up, you know.
I drop.
Yeah, I drop, don't play. You know, it's all these signs that our body tells us that, hey, you know, something's wrong, or you're going too deep into the water. You better turn back soon, you know. But it's all in control and exercising the skills to get out of those type of situations, or to not even go into them.
Exactly. And this whole thing here for this whole topic of anger, we're getting ready to close out, baby. It's for you to remember that the way you think is the way you're going to act. And when you know better, baby, you do better. See you next week. Ciao.
Real talk. A lot of times we could hopefully step outside ourselves
Yeah.
to see ourselves
As we really are.
as we really are in that state of mind.
Yes. Yes.
To hopefully use those skills that we got to diffuse ourselves or bring ourselves down or get out of the situation
Yeah. Yeah.
in our best state of mind, though.
In our best state of mind.
Not angry, because once you're angry, you don't rationalize it.
You can't.
It's over.
It's over because anger,
Takes over.
emotion takes over
Real
all
talk.
rationale. So once you get into that emotion, if you're in that emotion that deep, the best thing for you to do, baby, is go to sleep.
Yeah, fast. Go sit down.
Go sit
if
down.
you're still mad, go lay down. And if you're still
Go
mad,
take
once
a
you lay
shower.
down, yeah, go cool off, right? And if you're still mad, once you lay down, go to sleep.
Sleep.
Just go to sleep. Be
Go
done
to
with
sleep.
it.
Be done. Get over it.
Be
Yes.
done with it.
Yes.
Normally, sleep kind of takes you there. You know.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, wow.
Count them fake Thanksgiving at the haters. 160. Don't be amazed by the frustration, hyperlation. Man, how we flipping through the favors. And it's that, how can I repay? There is no way, there is no way. And it's that, how can I repay? I try my best to obey. That's the only way I can play in the haze. Fast by the days, it's there fast. Counting them faves, count them pills.